So you've got a great Gatsby themed party.
Yep.
Which I have got a few options for you. It's like 3 different styles of the same top that I've got in. I went for sequins because I just think that era was all about sequins. It was all about glitz, all about glamour. So some of the tops I've got for you are in your face, but if you're going to Great Gatsby it, you might as well just go for it. So this is the first one. This is slightly oversized, so I thought this would be quite nice, maybe tucked into a skirt or even like a high-waisted pair of trousers. These are all vintage, so they are quite weighty and quite thick, so you don't want to have anything underneath, otherwise you're going to be quite warm, okay? So this one is a little bit oversized, but it's got all the gorgeous gold details and silver, and I have got a gold and silver head accessory to match these. So this will be a more kind of baggier look. And this one's similar but smaller.
I like the pattern on it.
So lovely. It's like a butterfly, and then the arms, it kind of goes almost like an upside down triangle and will clinch in just around your waist, so it will pinch you in the waist. So it's similar to that, but it's dressier in the way that it is tighter.
Yep.
And again, there's gold and silver in this, along with the hair accessory I've got. So these are really in your face, yeah. They're really bold, beautiful. I've got something a little more subtle. This is
really pretty.
This is vintage. This is heavy. You can feel the weight of this.
Very heavy.
It also comes with shoulder pads, so this is going to be hot. I would say that this is more something you'd veer towards in the winter. The other 2 are lighter, so you're more likely to not, feel as hot in them when you're wearing them.
Nice pair of black trousers.
Yeah.
In the winter with them.
I also think now I've seen those other 2 that this just isn't jazzing enough.
Yeah.
I've got this one, and this is a bit more low cut. I guess it's more, rather than your Art Deco vibe, it's more of like this age Art Deco. So it's still got the bling and the Gatsby vibe, but it's more
The cuts on it are a bit more.
Yeah, it's more in fashion.
Yeah.
Now, for sure. So, I think we should try this, because I think this on you is just going to be gorgeous.
I love the blue.
The blue's lovely. It's got the gold. I'll show you the hair accessories as well.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to need to do, because it's a fiddly thing and a fiddly top, I can't do your hair and then your makeup and then try and get this over the hair. It's going to ruin it. So we're going to have to go top first, and then we'll do hair.
Perfect.
So should we try this on and see how it fits?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Absolutely fits you like a glove. Just make sure. You see, you couldn't wear your hair down with a top like this because the sequins just get all caught up.
And you want to see the whole top as well.
You want to see the whole top, exactly. I mean, that's just stunning.
It's gorgeous.
So this is...
Sorry, my curls have started to fall out.
That's fine, because we're going to pin them. So this is the headpiece, and this goes round, and that will slightly sit to the side. Can't see. Slightly sit to the side, and I'm thinking swooped slightly in here, a low bun, sided bun, messy, wrapped up, and then this is kind of going to be main attraction, really. So I think I'm just trying to get my innovative head on. my thoughts. And you can just close your eyes and relax if you want to, or whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah, I think. So I think we are going to put this on first and then do the hair around it and fiddle once we know the exact position that we are going to get this in. It's slightly to one side, so it's going to go over this side, which is, let's move you here, which is perfect actually, because this is your side fringe. And I want, do I want a bit more hair there? No. Okay. I've just had a thought. I am going to do your base makeup first. I'm just thinking foundation. Once I put this on, I'm not going to be able to get to that forehead. Yeah. So let's do base makeup, then hair, and then we'll finish with the eye. I think that would be a good idea. So let's have a look at your colouring. I have got, so this has got some pink tones in it. I am quite confident that it's going to be a match. But let's see. Oh, perfect. That's going on like skin. So. And that just don't want to clip one of your extensions. If it hurts, let me know. I am a girly that likes to use my finger, I will say. I have got brushes and I do use them now and again. These lashes are gorgeous that you're wearing.
Thanks. I don't know, I can't remember what they're called.
They're really perfect for like the theme.
They last really well. They last about a week.
Oh really?
Maybe longer. Yeah.
That's impressive. I'm going to just blend this in. I mean, you have got fantastic skin, so the foundation that I'm using on you is a very thin, lightweight, not full coverage serum foundation. So what that's going to do is going to hydrate and just give you like a mild coverage. I sometimes think a full coverage foundation can actually do you a lot of injustice. Can seep into lines and look a bit cakey, and it can almost age us, I think, sometimes. So I stick with a much lighter, thinner base, and definitely a serum based foundation that's got a hydration in it. This is the Ordinary, so this is foundation plus skincare in there as well, so it's got goodness in there that's going to hydrate and actually It's a really good colour match for you. I'm going to turn you this way. That literally just collides on your skin. I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of this as a concealer on your eye. I think that's going to look lovely just on that under eye. Look up for me. Wow, perfect. I don't really use these sponges often. I just feel like they drink more of the product than you use. Does that make sense? They're just like you put the foundation on and it just soaks into the spun. Perfect. And then the redder areas need just that little bit extra, so a little there. You often get red areas here and then on the chin. And I'll just smush those in. There we go. Just remembering that hairline. Okay. Right, so next step we are going to bronze. Now I'm not going to over bronze. And the method behind my madness there is that Gatsby era was very much that pale look. They wasn't, you know, tanning and fake tanning like we do now, or wearing bronzer. They were very much your sort of paler makeup and then maybe like a red lip. So I don't want to overdo the bronzer. I do want to use some just to contour the cheekbones. And just to give a little definition to the face. So, I'm going to use my angled brush and I'm just going to go do a little line there and here, and then I'm going to blend that out really softly. I do like a bit of contouring, but I don't like when you can't quite get the line out. Perfect. a little. This is the Laura Mercier setting powder. I have just finally taken the leap to purchase this. I'd been on the fence because it's pricey. And you can get so many great high street brand ones now. But this was on offer, so I went for it, and I will say it's good. Another little blush. I haven't used this brush before. This is a great colour on you.
It's one of my favourite ones.
It's so nice.
I can use it for day and night.
Yeah, it's because you can just load up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably enough because I'm gonna go for a red lip. Okay, so we've got our base. Now I can sort of use that head. I'm not going to need to do anything in the head area, so I know we can get the hair done. And I know that even if the hair falls slightly over here, all I need to do now is smoke those eyes up and pop a little red on that lip. So
That does sound good. That sounds really nice.
you can feel already how your hair's getting tangled on this. Right. Now, ordinarily I give the hair a really good brush. I'm not going to bother doing that today because this is going to be a super messy hairdo, and I'm going to brush it and then I'm going to undo all of that work. So I'm going to work with the texture that it is now, because actually I think that's going to give us the best result. And you've got your extensions are lower down. They start about here, is that right?
They're all over.
They're all over?
Yeah, forehead.
Okay. Okay. I will put a bit of texture here though.
Is it that texture powder?
No, I'm not using a powder. I'm just going to use a little back combing technique just to give it a slight, not too much, but a little bit, kind of brings it together and also gives it a little height. And that kind of messy, ruffled look blending in with the bottom of the hair. So you've got the extensions all the way throughout. Okay. And was that just for length or for fullness?
did it for fullness,
Yeah.
but then, yeah, you can see how long my hair is now.
It's lovely.
I lost a lot of it.
You did? I've just recently gone through some hair loss myself. It's interesting, isn't it? Lots of different things can cause hair loss. So I'm just creating texture at the top. It's all about the foundations that you lay with hair up. So you've got to do the prep. There we go. Better. Much better. Okay. A little bit of spray. Just making sure we've got that bit of height there, not much, but a little. Because once the headband's in, we're not going to be able to fiddle with the top. So we want the top to look how we want it to look. This might take a few goes, but we will get there. There we go.
Got it?
Yeah. And that's what we want, that kind of slightly poofy. And I really love a swooping fringe. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this here. So basically now we're going to pin, roll and pin. So we're going to really utilise the elastic band, and we're going to fold the hair in and pin into the elastic band. So this is almost going to act as a bit of a prop for us. It's a bit of an anchor, if you like. And then we'll have, I think we'll have the bun sitting to this side, and the reason we'll have it sitting this side is because you've got something here, so then I think that's going to balance out. Okay, I think let's get pinning. I'm going to start this side and build around. It's all in the detail. Okay. if anything digs, let me know, because it's going to be in for the evening, so I don't want it to be uncomfortable. I can already tell that this hairstyle is going to take a lot of bobby pins. I'm going to spray that. To just curl. Let's get here. Actually, I'm going to start like that, then twist and roll it up. I don't want it to be particularly neat, but I do want it to be secure. I also want there to be some left at the end, so that we can kind of morph into that slightly side bun. Kind of need to go in through the middle, and then there we go. That's the feeling that I was after. There, just a bit more secure there. So we're starting to form this sort of swoopy roll. A little bit more spray. Okay. So we're heading round that side now. Just had to pop a little one in there. I'm going to swoop it that way, I think. If we stay in the way that the curl is folding, that's going to help me a lot more. There we you want to go up and then hook down. And then up and then hook down. And I want this to start to get lower as it goes. So it's quite high up here, and then it's going to slowly come down into a bit of a slightly messy bun there at the side. There we go. Pop that in there. Pin those in later. So I'm going to hook this over like that. It's going to get looser as it's going around. Use these two big ones actually. I'm going to pin that across. Using my ring to open the pin, and that's what you call being creative. So there's a gap here that I need to fix. That's going to take a bobby pin, and I'm going to bring those together like that. And we're going to get some texture in this. That can come out and go back in. Oh, I quite like these little pieces out, but we might change our mind. We want to be covering that elastic band as well. You don't want to see the headband. Kind of like these little pieces out. Now we're at the side. There's something that I have in mind I'm going to use, because we're moving to the front of the hair. I'm using these pins, I've got blonde ones, so that they are going to blend in with your hair a bit more, because they might be a little bit harder to hide. This to sit lower so it's asymmetric. Yeah, in fact I'm going to pin that.
Yeah, that looks good like that.
It looks better back, doesn't it? So I'm going to get all of these pieces need to come in, I think. I'm going to pin this first and then get these to join after.
This bit's always been short.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
A little bit of hairspray and a cheeky bobby pin will soon sort that out. I just need to see you from the front. And then we'll pin that in. How are we going to do that? Okay. Now, where am I going to hook you, Mrs. Bunn? I am going to roll. I'm going to actually, what am I going to do? Because I want this to be lower. I want this to stay in here. So I think you might need to manipulate it in and then get a little bobby pin to hold that. Or tuck it in there. Go with a smaller one. And then we'll go through there and we'll just push it through like so. It looks better without those bits, it just makes a complete difference. And then we can just manipulate the hair to hold those pieces in. And I also need to get this. We wanted to pin this bit back, didn't we? I think we decided that looks much better. Is that annoying? Okay.
No, it's good.
Now I am umming and ahhing about whether or not I am going to leave this bit down or bobby pin it up. That's the question. I kind of like it, it's rogue, but then I also feel like, no, it's got to go up. Sometimes you just don't know until you try. In and through, got to find a hooking point. There we go. And then we can fiddle with these little ends and we can make them a little more defined, like this. In fact, I'll pop a little hairspray on my fingertips there and I'll just play with these pieces. So So you've got creating like these little curls and details here. And you've got these gorgeous little ringlets going. Okay, I mean that looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, so I'm going to try and hold him from the back and see if that works. Works for me. I think I love all these little details here. This little curl and this little curl here is really gorgeous. I just give it something, you know. I've got a little bit down here, but I kind of like it. Just any gaps, just kind of blending them together. And all I'm doing is just ruffling and pinching and pulling. We want it to be a messy roll, but we don't want it to be gappy. And it's still got a bit of height here, which is really nice. In fact, that height that we created, the hairbands, really helped with that. Pushed it up, but this side, it's just phenomenal. I think we need our red lip.
That's what I'm just thinking.
It just needs a red lip. This is a Christian Dior red, and I think it's going to be perfect. I'm just going to use this little brush to do a tiny line for us to stay in first. Oh. You've got such a nice Cupid's bow. Okay, that was harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm a pro at doing my own lips, but it's hard getting someone else's, isn't it? Just turn slightly that angle for me. I also think A little bit more. I mean, that's just made all the difference. I've just missed a little bit of the lip here. You have such a lovely Cupid's bow. It's really defined. I think those lashes are just enough, because I think it's all about the lip. You know, we've got so much going on. We've got this gorgeous, gorgeous sequin top. This is such a statement headpiece. Those lashes are so great Gatsby anyway. But I think if we started putting eyeshadow on, it would just get a bit too much. I feel like the lipstick, oh, I can see a bobby pin, is enough. We haven't hid him well. Let me make sure I can see that. Right, we'll just fix that. Wow. I mean, you are just ready to go to the ball. I love that it's like all these little details here, and it's just ruffled and messy. But I really love this little whirl at the side where it just, the way it comes off of your face. I think you look stunning. How are you feeling?
It's beautiful. I feel really pretty.
You look really pretty.